Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated and appreciated. I want us to have a quick heart-to-heart at this point. Yes, and I have a question for you, and I would want you to leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section because it is important. It is important because it is for the continent of Africa, it is for the motherland, it is for our heritage, it is for our inheritance. I'm talking about the body that should see to the affairs of the African people. Okay? The African Union. What do you think about African Union? Should that body be dissolved? Do they have any work, any job they are doing at all for the African people and those of African descent? This question have been running through my mind, and I believe it is the same question that have been running through the minds of some people who might think like me. And why is the question running through my mind at this point? Because this is a time where there is a struggle for the chairmanship position. Initially, I had asked you here if you think that Pierre Lumumba is a person or a personality that fits the chair of the AUC, which a lot of you agreed, and it's not just you. Almost everybody are waiting in anticipation for that time when Pierre Lumumba will be the chairperson of the AUC. And this is a time where that should happen. But it is unfortunate to announce to you here that he's not going to be there. And why is he not going to be there? Because at this point, everything has become politics. Everything has turned political. And as it is turning political, okay, it's not even in the favor of the average African. Because this seat right now is lobbied for. Okay? People are bribing their way into this position. There have been a lot of information here and there. A lot of things that I do not want to say at this point. But the question I have for you is, should AUC be dissolved? Because at this time, it's not for the interest of the African people anymore. For that position to be seen as a political position that can be lobbied for as any other positions in the continent, should that body be dissolved? Now, let me take your mind back. Thank you, my queen, for the information that Raila was the one who was up there, who they are pushing up there. And who is pushing Raila up there? Ruto. Ruto brought a candidate in. And they tried everything for him to be up there as the chairperson. I'm like, is there still hope for Africa where people's wish is not important anymore, but the way people meander their way into these positions at this point, and you're going to see that they are not even there for the interest of Africa. I'm sorry to say, it's not that I'm taking side at this point, but I'm sorry to say. Now, the person that Ruto tried to push in, but it didn't work at the end, was the Raila Odinga, that's the former prime minister of Kenya. Okay? Now, when you look at this man, he should be relaxing. Okay? He should be relaxing, enjoying the work of his hand, what he has struggled for while he was young. And allow other people who have the capacity, other people who, you know, the masses feel are capable of this position to go. But no, this man and his cohorts want to force themselves into this position. All right? Now, it was a good news that Raila was eliminated from that election. And then the person that was chosen was someone from Djibouti. Now, when you look at the history of Djibouti and their relationship with the French government, you know at this time they are still under the hold of the French government. Macron is still seriously in hold of Djibouti at this point that we are talking. So if Odinga is not there anymore, and someone from Djibouti is the person that will be there, then it's like the struggle, the effort, everything that we are fighting for, it's like we are defeated at this point. We are defeated at this point. For PLO to see that, no, I can't do this battle, I can't fight this thing with these people. That is to tell you that there are a lot of things, there's a lot of politics played underneath for this AUC chairperson. And then, for the past, now, the reason why this is of concern to me is that we will have a body like this, and the African countries will still be suffering under the control of Europe and American countries. We will have a body that should see to our affairs. And when something happens to Africans and those of African descent, you're not going to hear anything. It's like African Union is dead. Hence my question from the beginning. Should African Union be dissolved? And it should be your voice, our collective voice, to raise an awareness that we are aware of the game that is being played in this system. That people only go into positions like this just for their pockets and the opportunities that comes with it. Not for the people, but for themselves. And that is why someone like Ruto can bribe a candidate in, someone like whoever, because if Ruto could do this, others can do it as well. So those who are credible cannot even struggle. They can't go for that. No. You see, I don't know if you understand the states that Africa is in. We have matured men and women who should fight for the interest of Africa, fighting for the interest of their pockets and that of their cliques and colleagues and whatever you call them. The aim of African Union at this point is defeated. Because initially it was OAU, Organization of African Union, which was created or founded around early 1960. And when the people saw that that was not doing what it should do, that was what gave birth to African Union in around 1999. And up until this time, from 1999 up until this time, we are beginning to see that the aim of creating African Union is still defeated. Should we dissolve African Union and have something else? That is the thought of some people. Okay? And that's why we're beginning to see the rise of another body. And if AU do not take care and watch themselves, AU is going to be dissolved. And who are those that will dissolve AU? The same Pan-Africans who are tired of this nonsense happening in the system, who are tired of puppetism. They are the ones that will dissolve AU. Now we have a body rising up, which is called the African People's Union, APU. APU will take over AU. Because AU, up until this point, have shown that the aim why it was created in 1999 is defeated. For us to have people like Ruto, bribing candidates in, for us to see that they cannot select a credible person that will change the situation of the African people. They are going about, favoritism, godfatherism, I'm bringing this person so that when the person is there, I can also get a share. This is what they are doing. So whoever brings you in, you have to be funding that person every month. So the attention that should be given to the welfare of the African people is not there anymore. And this is what we are talking about. So the aim of AU creation is defeated at this point. Now, when you go to African Union meetings, you go to AU meetings, you see white people everywhere. You go to ECOWAS meeting, you see white people everywhere. It's the same game. The same game played in ECOWAS, the same game played in African Union. It's the same game. The interest of the African man or woman is not in the mind of these people. It's unfortunate. And that's why I'm saying most of the times that we always think our problem is far away, but our problem is within us. Because these men and women that are doing this politics and struggling for who am I going to put that will be funding me at the end of the month, these are Africans. These are Africans. They didn't fly from anywhere. They have parents. They have relatives. They have brothers and sisters. They are from amongst us. So we have to look within and solve this problem. What do you think? We are still saying that African Union should do the right thing and put in a leader that is credible. And enough of this politics played in all these organizations that should cater for the welfare of the African people. The African people are tired. And if AU do not take care, AU will be dissolved. Because we are going to fight to see that it gets dissolved. And other body that are ready to see to the affairs of the African people will be elevated to that standard. It can happen. And that's why I'm sharing this awareness with you today. That you should know that the politics played in AU is so dangerous, is so dirty, that people like PLO cannot even get involved. And if people like PLO Lumumba cannot get involved, then we're done for. They don't want sincere people. They want people who are puppets, people who can be controlled, people who can go and bow to slave masters and collect some money and sell out our resources to them. These are the people they want. Why? Because of the love of money, greed, and wickedness. Until we love ourselves and change, nothing will change. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always. Majesties. Bye for now.